Hi, my name is Rommel, and this is my serial number. That's my serial number. Thank you. I'm going to give you a detailed walkthrough of my assignment for MMS 141, the first programming assignment. I'll be using idle from Python to do the program. The first part of the assignment asks us to show a menu wherein the user would actually be choosing from 5 different items. I've already typed the first part. It's one of the easiest part actually because you just have to print. Just have to make sure that it appears on the console. The critical part is that you need to know where to put your quotation marks. And of course, for the enter your choice here, it has to be a raw input answer because there will have to be 5 different choices. As there are 5 different choices, off the bat, we know that this is going to require if, else if, and else. So let's start. If the answer of user, if the user would want to add integers, this is the one that we need to accomplish first. Adding integers is just, an simple addition. We need to add the numbers. But just like this one here, wherein it has to be a raw input, we need just to identify that the data that the user will be inputting are numbers to be computed as part of a mathematical equation. If we do not put in there the sum here will have to just be a combination of all the numbers that the user has inputted. So say first integer is 1, second is 2, 3, and 4, which should be around 4 plus 2 is 6, 9, 10. 1, 2, 3, 4 is 10. That would 1, 2, 3, 4 for the print. That's why we need to identify it as int. That's for the integers. For the second part, we need to multiply. It's like the same, although the mathematical operation for this one is going to be different. Instead of addition, it's going to be multiplication. And of course, we need to change the names for the variables. And there's also a difference between float and integers. For integers, they are just whole numbers. 1, 2, 7, 28, things like that. But for floats, these are the ones with decimal points. And it said that we need to come up with 3 different floats to multiply together. Let's just copy that. Make our license here. But you make sure that you change it. Otherwise, there's going to be something wrong with the program. So, since we are going to multiply, we need to say product. Float 1, multiply by float 2, then we multiply by float 3. And then print the product is, and then we add. Now, why do we put str before the str expression before total and product? It's because that number is going to become a string as a part of this expression, whereas during this time that we assigned it on the variables, they are going to be an integer, they're going to be a float, which will be a part of a mathematical equation. Okay? For the third part, if answer is 3. Again, you do not forget your colon at the end of your if statement. It asks us to convert the strings to uppercases. So, we put like string 1. Now, we do not need to put anything because this is already a string. And the first string. Then we can copy. Enter second string. Now it says that we need to print the converted strings are plus string 1 because we need to put them in the uppercase, and do not forget the expression end, but you need to put a space, otherwise it's gonna be like one expression, one running expression, one word, if you think about it. There. So this is actually the basis for the rest of the assignment. The other one is just asking us to combine the string, but there has to be a comma as a delimiter. So we just have to copy this, come up with 4 strings, and instead of adding and, we are going to add comma in between. Again, we need to come up with a unique variable for each one. There. And then so on and so forth into the 4th. And then of course the 5th one will have to be using modulo. Given the number, say 8, modulo 2, if the answer to that is 0, then the number is even, like that. But we need to come up with the programming format for that. But that's just how it is. Hope you get it. Thanks.